I'll have another.
Woohoo titties.
Pass.
All right, it looks like we are live. Yay, let's do this.
Sweet.
Make sure I got my buttons. Okay, got to put stuff in different spots here. All right, I think we are good. Can you hear this?
Do you suck dicks?
I
As long
can.
as you can hear that. Okay, good. Hello out there. Welcome back to Best of Bizarre News, Planet Retard Report. We got some definitely retarded stories for you. And we have Retard of the Week, Mr. Sean, over from Tub Turkey Podcast here.
Hello.
And I just have to say that I have the best story. And it's not a news story. It's
Is
just
it
a story.
The gravy one? Or
Nope.
Oh.
Nope, that's
Okay.
not it.
Oh, right. Yeah, from the other day when I was drunk. Okay, yeah, cool.
It's the best.
I was a drunk piece of shit.
A tremendous piece of shit.
Not true. You were not a piece of shit, but it's a hilarious story. In the Telegram, if you're in the Telegram, you know the story. So
Yeah, if you're not in the Telegram, you're missing out on some insider
I'll tell
fucking
it later,
information. Yeah, we'll tell it later.
it's pretty amazing.
But I'm Joe. Jen is here,
Hello.
of course, and Murph from Tub Turkey, and also of the famous channel on YouTube, this AI music channel that he runs, and it's blowing up left and right. It's Alone and Demon, right, on YouTube. I always have it in the show notes, so there's a link down there. But he hasn't joined. He's been on the show before, but he hasn't been here in a bit. But he's on vacation for the next 2 weeks, which means I don't get to see him at work, which that's fine with me.
I'll get over it.
I'll get over it at some point. I'm on vacation next week, so I'll be on vacation with you in spirit.
That's
Is your
cool.
channel really taking off, Murph?
I have no idea. I didn't even look.
Oh.
I was just being nice. Shit.
Well, no, I was like, well, you know better than I do.
All right, let's jump into this. Well, what do we got today? We got first one, and AP is just killing it this week with stupid stories. Like
I saw
almost
that everyone-
every single one was AP. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. I mean, they are kind of retarded. Oh, by the way,
What up, retarded faggots?
so a funeral home in Poland apologizes after a corpse falls out of a hearse in traffic.
Oh, no.
This is out of Warsaw. A funeral home in Poland issued an unusual apology on Saturday after a corpse that it was transporting fell out of a hearse and into traffic. Polish media reported that a man was driving down a street Friday in the city in southeastern Poland when he first saw a sheet on his car window. When the sheet slid down, he saw a body lying on the road. For a moment, the driver feared that he had hit the person, as you would when you're on the street. Local media published an image of the corpse lying on a white-striped pedestrian crossing where it tumbled out of the hearse. Wow. So the company transporting the corpse, which is called Hades Funeral Services. I don't think that's a real good luck name for your business.
Yes, it is. They're transporting them.
To hell.
No, it's just the death world. It's not really hell.
Well, we'll find out
It's
soon.
just where people go, when they die.
Where all the unbaptized babies are.
Yeah. It's fine.
All the unbaptized babies, all the gays, the normal crew down there.
Across the river Styx.
So their quote said, "It is with deep regret that we inform you that as a result of an unexpected technical failure of the electric tailgate lock in the hearse," you should probably check that shit out before you haul bodies, but during the transport of the body of the deceased, an unfortunate event occurred, which does not reflect the high standards of our company and blah, 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 PC shit that they say. But can you imagine being out on the road and a fucking body flies out of a hearse and into traffic?
I don't know. If I was dead and my body was being transported, I can't think of a better thing to happen than
You wouldn't
that.
care. No.
I wouldn't, but I would love for that to happen to me. I wouldn't care at all. I would laugh fucking hysterically.
Watching from Hades.
Yeah. I'd be like, those people.
No, I didn't mean as the actual body. Obviously, I wouldn't give a shit either because...
I mean, it's Warsaw, right? Like a bunch of Jews. It's surprised it's not just a bunch of ash falling out.
Oh my god. Where's that one button I have? There we go. I need to have that one more handy. All right, next one, also from AP again. Hug it out, but make it quick. New Zealand airport sets time limit on goodbyes. They have a little sign that says it's hard to say goodbye, so make it quick. 3 minutes max.
That's so fucking cold. Damn.
It looks like there is a video for this one too, but I'll read the article first. So, out of Wellington, New Zealand, New Zealand is really known for their, focus on individual freedoms and letting people do whatever they want. So this is very surprising. Emotional farewells are a common sight at airports, but travelers leaving the New Zealand city of Dunedin will have to be quick. A new 3-minute time limit on goodbye hugs in the airport's drop-off area is intended to prevent lingering cuddles from causing traffic jams. Max hug time 3 minutes, warn signs outside the terminal, adding that those seeking fonder farewells should head to the airport's parking lot instead.
That's fucking barbaric. Everyone knows that you should make it quick, but when you have a time allotted to how long you can say goodbye to someone, it just makes it less, I don't know, it makes it less emotional. It makes it more clinical.
They're setting a timer. They're like,
They're
oh
like,
shit,
all right,
we
we've
gotta get out
got
of here.
3 minutes, and you're just watching the clock while you're saying your goodbyes. It just takes away from that moment.
Well,
They're so controlled over there. That's crazy.
How did they come up with 3 minutes?
Yeah, what arbitrary ass rule is that?
It seems like a long time, but I mean, it depends on how many people you're saying goodbye to. And it's
It
like a
depends
small,
on
tiny
who-
country.
They probably
It
did
depends
some
on
practice.
who you're saying goodbye to, too. Some of them could be 5 seconds and you'd be like, bye.
Thanks for the ride, bitch.
Yeah, go away. All right, it looks like there's a video. Let me see if I can play this real quick. Oh, is it just a video of the sign?
This is
Okay.
about people dropping off, having a hug, having a farewell and moving on. And we really want to create space for others to be able to do the same. This is about safety and reducing congestion during our peak times. I don't see this as humane at all. And actually really, really important that we are having a bit of fun with this. We don't have hug police, not yet anyway.
Pass.
To be fair, it's really about opening that up and doing it in a kind of free and funny kind of southern hospitality way. And having a hug, you know, a 3-minute hug, I think I've said on a previous interview, that's a long hug. I tell you what, you can get a lot of oxytocin and serotonin out of a 3-minute hug.
Fuck that guy.
White
That's
people
ridiculous.
are awesome.
He's like, we're just making it free and fun. It's not free. You're literally setting a time limit on the goodbye.
I love how every new totalitarian, thing they put in, they're like, it's fun and it's for your safety. It's because we care about you. Yeah, there's like tons of signs.
They do warn, that warning was good, the one back there, for fonder farewells.
Go to the parking lot, bitch.
Yeah. And I get it too, from someone who's traveled a lot and being at the airport. It's a pain in the ass when it's blocked up because people are just taking a super long time getting their suitcases out, talking to the kids, giving each and every one of the 7 children a hug goodbye that lasts 3 minutes. I understand that, but it's not everybody. You don't have to restrict it like that.
As along with all these other things they do, like that does make sense business-wise. And yeah, some people need to fucking hurry up. I was at the store earlier and it took me 10 minutes at a gas station to get a electrolyte drink because some retard was up there being retarded. I don't even know what happened. If you have to spend more than 10 minutes in line at a gas station, like put some signs up.
Typically that's not the case though. I feel like they're making it a thing. Most people don't take forever to say goodbye at an airport. I mean, maybe in New Zealand they do. I don't know. I've never been there.
Again, it depends on who.
It depends on who, but I feel like it's less. Like, I feel like it's a minority of people who take a very long time to say goodbye at airports. Most people have the common sense to know that they're blocking up traffic.
People with self-awareness, yeah.
I think you got a bigger problem with people just sitting there on their fucking phones.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
How was your trip to the place you're at? I won't say it, but...
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was flying out of SAC and flight was delayed 30 minutes and then another 15 minutes. And they just essentially, it was the same airline. They just switched gates. And it's like, well, why'd you fucking do that? If you left it alone, it would have been fine.
Was it
Broken
delayed
plane.
because of people hugging?
Yeah, probably. We needed that
Too
fucking
many
horse
people hugging out
motherfucker.
front.
Oh, by the way, we got Simon in the chat. What's up, Simon? Buddy from New England. Crocky, mate.
New England?
Or fuck. No, Old England. Sorry, Old England. Yeah, the original, the OG England. Britain.
OG England.
Great Britain.
All right, next one is German police say pizza order number 40 came with a side of cocaine.
Pass.
Okay.
German police busted a pizzeria in the western city of Düsseldorf that also delivered a side order of cocaine when customers asked for item number 40 on the menu. Oh, so they got a secret menu. I like this. Can In-N-Out start doing this? He said the criminal director said that was one of the best-selling pizzas. No fucking shit. They're not ordering
Selling a lot
for
of
the
40s.
pizza. He said police first tipped off He said police was first tipped off by suspicious food inspectors in March. When drug squad officers began observing the restaurant, they soon discovered why pizza number 40 was so fucking popular. He told reporters on Monday, okay, whatever. I'm going to skip that rest of that. When police buzzed the apartment of the pizzeria manager, the 36-year-old allegedly threw a bag of drugs out the window, which fell right into the arms of the police officers. Wow. That's some Super Trooper shit. So the bounty included about 3.5 pounds of cocaine, 14 ounces of cannabis, and almost $290,000 in cash.
How much was pizza number 40? So I've never done coke.
290,000. I don't know.
No, how much was it though? That would I mean, tip anyone off. Like I don't
They're
know.
like, why is this pizza $600?
Would a bag of coke cost $20? I don't know.
You can get a 20 bag, but it's not that much coke. So
In Germany, though, too.
That's
yeah,
true.
I don't know what the exchange rate over there is, or what their coke's going for these days. It's been a while. Police said the restaurant manager, who was released from detention after a few days, soon reopened his business and started selling pizza number 40 with the cocaine side order again, a la carte. That gave investigators an opportunity to look into the supply chain, and after several weeks, some 150 officers busted an entire drug ring in Western Germany, arrested 3 suspects, including the 22-year-old head of the drug operation. Wow, good for you, dude.
Entrepreneurial.
Yeah. And raided homes and businesses of another 12 suspects. During the raids, they came across 2 cannabis plantations in nearby... Wow.
Is weed illegal over there?
I
Sounds
don't
like it.
know.
I mean, illegal growing of weed's probably illegal. I don't know if they have medical or anything. Anybody in Germany listening? I doubt it.
Mönchengladbach?
Yeah, Mönchengladbach and Solingen. You have to say it angrily. Like, what was the word for ambulance?
Krankenwagen.
Krankenwagen!
Krankenwagen.
You gotta say it super angry.
Everything sounds hostile.
They say the word for butterfly in like French, Swedish,
And it's
English.
like, and
Yeah.
then German's like, fuck you.
Yeah. Krankenhaus! That's hospital.
Yeah. So the pizzeria manager was arrested when he tried to flee abroad and remains in custody. None of the suspects' names were released in line with German privacy rules. Oh, so they really respect
They
criminals'
don't have
privacy.
privacy.
They've come a long way since the 40s. All right, what's the next one? All right, so this is classic retardation. The headline says, "Can an elephant sue to leave a zoo? Colorado's top court must now decide."
Huh?
Let's play this video before I even.
It's Colorado.
I was gonna say that too. Get it. But first of all, how do you communicate with an elephant? How do they obtain their own representation?
Sign language.
Okay.
Yeah, it is Colorado, though. It's full of blue-haired freaks that are voting for Kamala.
It is man.
How famous is that lawyer going to be? Like an elephant lawyer in a suit or something walks in?
He's either going to be a joke or a fucking legend. Let's watch this video.
An animal rights group is trying to win the release of 5 elephants who are being held at a zoo. They brought this case on appeal to the top court in Colorado, the Colorado Supreme Court. They say that the animals are suffering in captivity. These are animals that are used to roaming for miles, and now they're living in a zoo with very little room to move around and do what elephants like to do. They are asking the court to give these elephants the rights that humans have to challenge unlawful confinement. It's an old long-standing right under common law, and they want these animals to have that right. The zoo says that these animals are well cared for, and they're also elderly. They were all in their 40s and 50s. They were captured when they were a lot younger and have lived in captivity most of their lives. On Thursday, lawyers from both sides, from the zoo and the animal rights group, made their arguments before the Colorado Supreme Court. The court did not rule right away. They are going to be thinking about this case and issue a ruling in the coming weeks or maybe months. It's worth noting that the same group, the Non-Human Rights Project, brought a similar lawsuit in New York. They tried to win the release of an elephant named Happy, who lives at the Bronx Zoo, and they failed in that case.
Fuck those honkies.
The non-human rights group. That's interesting.
So
Where's it going to
weird.
go from there? And also, I love how she's like, but lawyers on both sides argued. What did the elephants have to say about that, ma'am?
And
Anything?
elephants like, I don't give a
Nothing?
shit.
They don't fucking know.
Like, I don't even know what you white
The
people are
humans
doing.
are deciding. They don't even know if the elephants are like, fucking thank God I don't have to worry about getting eaten by a tiger every day. They might be super upset. Maybe they don't like being held in captivity. But bottom line is, animal rights activists have no idea. If the elephants really are being cared for and they have space, they're making up their own mind as to what they think is right for the elephant.
Just that whole word when they say, I'm an this activist. I'm like, okay.
There's that fag talk we talked about.
Fuck them. It's white people that just, you know.
If you want to get crazy with it too, you're like, this is complete hearsay. We have not heard from the elephants at all.
That's exactly what I'm saying. We haven't heard anything from it's all about what the people are deciding for the elephant.
Yeah, the elephant. They're like, elephant, Sir Elephant, what do you have to say about this?
It's the non-human
It is
rights group,
ma'am.
but it's it's really about what the people think about what the elephants think. So it's about people at the end of the day.
No, that's all.
Some crazy
all
people.
of this virtue signaling shit like that is just about the people. It's not. They don't give a shit about the animal.
If
I mean,
this
maybe
goes
they do kind
through,
of, but
what kind of precedence is this going to set?
exactly.
What else gets like in the article it said they're like going to be emancipating people's pets.
How? Come on. The fuck out of here.
They
That's
got
just
rights
some-
like people now.
But they don't, because it's people's rights. Like, all of the laws are geared towards people. That's in every law.
That's why they're called
Human
rights, which is what
Yeah.
Simon just said. He said, how exactly does a non-human animal qualify for human rights? Ask Colorado, I guess.
Jeez.
They know what they're doing over there.
Yeah.
First fags,
Alright.
now animals.
This one is just kind of a funny little thing. A mutt known as Houdini for his ability to elude capture is finally off the streets. Another dangerous criminal off the streets.
Oh, little buddy.
Oh, it doesn't look like there's a video. Yeah, maybe. Let me check. No, there's just a picture. Oh, he's a rough looking dog. Well, I guess I'll have to read. Yay.
Yeah, he ordered the number 40
Yeah.
from Dusseldorf.
Oh my God. So, dubbed on social media as the Houdini of New Orleans' mid-city neighborhood, Scrim, a scruffy mixed-breed dog that was on the lam for more than 6 months after escaping his yard, has finally been caught. The 13-pound runaway was captured Wednesday night. That's like a cat. It was captured Wednesday night with the use of a tranquilizer dart.
Oh.
They're like, we gotta
you
get
got a
this
dart in your
dangerous
neck.
thing. Yeah, we gotta get this dangerous fucking
This
dog.
is another perfect example of people deciding what's right. The dog was like, I'm fucking free, I'm free. And they're like, we saved him from the streets with a tranquilizer dart and kidnapping. Like, he didn't come willingly. So I feel like you
Let
kind
him
of
go.
forced him, but whatever.
So despite his injuries, Scrim's condition wasn't awful.
He was
Is that all
shot
there is?
too. If you scroll up, he was shot by like a pellet gun or something too.
It says, oh yeah, I missed that whole thing. New Orleans news outlets report that he is missing a chunk out of his ear and has various abrasions. Also, x-rays revealed two
Ew.
projectiles, possibly small bullets or air rifle pellets, were lodged inside his little body.
Oh.
So somebody was already going after him.
Well, that's for
He's got
shitty
fucking
people.
He's got street cred now.
Living his best life.
Yeah.
I mean, for the people listening on audio, I mean, if you can look at this dog, he's gangster as shit.
Look at these mamalukes.
He's actually kind of cute.
He's
He is missing
adorable.
some ear.
Yeah.
Poor little guy.
It is rough out there on the streets. I get it. They
Out
were
there
just
in
trying
those
to,
streets, like
just
Kamala.
trying to save him. What?
Oh, you haven't seen that video? But she's trying
I
to do
don't
her
watch
black,
any
her
videos
black
of
voice. Nah, I get all my news from OBDM, but it was
Oh, maybe
she's like,
I've
I'm
seen
just out here on these streets, girl. This is Kamala.
Ugh.
Oh my God.
They're so cringe.
We won't get into that though.
He's
It's a
in
whole other
Louisiana, so he's probably got a Cajun accent.
Oh yeah. Where is it? Oh yeah, that was about it. Yeah, they finally caught this fucking dog. Who cares? What do we got here? Oh right, this is actually the first one I found today. It's almost Halloween. That means it's time for a bat beauty contest.
Have you ever
Each
seen a
year, The
bat?
National BLM office holds this contest, the Bat Beauty Contest, where they basically set out to find the most beautiful bat photographed by a government agency on public land. So these bats go head to head in a bracket that's posted on our social media pages. And the public basically votes leading up to the last day, which is Halloween. This also coincides with International Bat Week. So it's just a time to basically raise awareness and appreciation for bats and the vital role that they play in the ecosystem.
Yeah, let's raise awareness and appreciation
Each year,
for
the
rabies.
National BLM
Oh shit.
We missed an opportunity to clip Ace Ventura when nature calls. When
Yeah.
He's like, "Have you ever seen a bat? They're hideous, lifeless, beady eyes, huge, grotesque wings, whatever,
Are
even
they
fangs."
Are they gonna give these bats human rights too, and like make sure that they?
They have human. They get to be in a beauty contest. I don't know. I
This
feel
is
like that's not even a
BLM.
human right.
Yeah, it literally is.
Bat lives matter.
The Bureau of Land Management, the BLM, has hosted the online competition since 2019 to raise awareness. Okay, quick little rant. We just talked about this last night with John and Jen, where I hate the whole raising awareness thing, where they're like, we're raising money to raise awareness. We're all fucking aware, okay? We know about boob cancer. We know about diabetes. You don't need to raise any more awareness. We're fucking aware. Maybe, look at fixing the problem.
They feel really good though when a bunch of people sign up to do a thing all together. I know it's very.
It's just more virtue signaling bullshit.
Murph,
It's
what have you
annoying.
got? I have a really funny story to tell that I think you will appreciate.
You want to do that first?
Sure.
Yeah,
I
go
can.
for it. I
Go
gotta
ahead.
I gotta queue up my next couple stories, so go for it.
So, Murph, do you know the band Savage Garden?
I've heard of him.
The Truly Madly Deeply song?
No, I don't.
I could play a clip of it.
He's not
yes,
gay.
Yes, you do. You definitely know it. Can you pull it up?
are gay.
So, Savage Garden is a band from the 90s.
Yeah.
They sing a song.
It wasn't really a band, it was more like a two dudes with a keyboard.
It's two dudes, that is like the perfect thing.
Already
so,
gay.
Joe was pretty drunk and he sang the Truly Madly Deeply song. And I was recording him singing it. And I was like, I don't know. I was just asking him about that song in general. I was like, how did you even hear about this song? He's like, I used to think it was two hot chicks. I used to think it was hot chicks singing this song. And I was like, whoa. So I started recording immediately. So I had to have video evidence of
As
this.
you do.
And I was like, wait, repeat that. What did you say? He's like, well, I used to think this was hot chicks. And I kind of made fun of him for a minute. And I said, well, what did you do when you found out that it was two dudes? And he goes, stopped beating off. And I was like, what? You used to jerk off to this? And he goes, well, I mean, I did. But so he used to jerk off to two dudes singing, thinking it was two hot chicks when he was like 9 years old.
That was hyperbole. I didn't actually beat off to that
Yes,
song.
you did.
No, I
Yes.
didn't.
He beat off to them.
That's the Quagmire thing.
Giggity.
Giggity.
Taylor
Oh, I do have-
Hansen. He's a guy. No, he's not.
So the thing
Oh my
is,
God.
I'll have to send you the
Oh my
video
God.
or at least show it to you because Joe, without hesitation, when I said, "What did you do when you found out they weren't dudes?" He said it so fast, like there was no break in between me saying that and him answering, "Stopped beating off." So I know you did. Like, there's
Faggots.
100%.
That's those drunk synapses firing, baby.
Yeah. He's like, "Well, I stopped
to
beating off
memory.
right away."
Obviously. Murph,
At
what do you
first, I
got?
throw up and then
Oh, yeah,
stopped
yeah,
beating
yeah.
off.
And then that's why this came about.
Why are you gay?
Is that? Yeah, that's where that's from.
Hang on. I'm fucking with buttons here. Do you have something you're going to share or are you just going to read it?
No, I'll share it. I think
All
I
right,
got
do
this. I think this is working.
There we go. Oh, look at you, dude. Good job.
Can you see it? Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is an old story, but it popped up on YouTube as the original headline was funnier. It was it's like military officer drugged and bitten by stripper in Poland. Yeah, there was like a peacekeeping mission. 101st Airborne was over in Poland. This is from 2021 though. And there's like no-go zones when you're over there. It was somewhere in Poland. U.S.
What's
Army
with
Apache
Poland this
helicopter.
week?
I don't know. I'm glad you had that one. I'm like, oh, sweet. U.S. Army Apache helicopters unit planned to visit World War II sites in Poland, developed into a drunken escape of an off-limit strip club. That's poor
Nice.
fucking
Off-limit
bastard.
strip club?
Yeah, there's like no-go zones. There's like, because you're over in another country, like you can't go here. Like it's not safe or you're not fucking welcome.
Germany's
And,
known for that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the combat division, the 101st Airborne. They were the No Mercy Brigade. That was ironically the name of the stripper too. Not
Put
true.
that dick in my ass.
He was missing for, I think it was 2 or 3 days. And they're like, oh, we're firing some people. It's crazy. The command investigation reported obtained by the Stars and Stripes shows details how taxpayers' dollars were spent on a trip that was supposed to be improving unit cohesion and morale. Yeah, morale, really. But ended up in scandal. Oh my God. And that's the poor bastard, dude. Looks like a guy we work with.
Looks like he sounds like this.
Oh no.
Yeah. U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Fix. The fix is in.
I'm sure his name's Matthew, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you just say it with an accent.
Matthew.
Yeah, so he was like AWOL too. Got drugged and she bit him. Fucking insane. So yeah, it was nuts. It fucked with NATO. Like, I didn't hear about it. And supposedly they asked the Department of Defense, and he just laughed it off and was like, I'm not answering that question. Like, all right.
Wow, what a trip.
A couple people got fired for it, and I think they demoted him. Get the fuck out of here.
I would imagine a couple people got fired, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
Oh, they bit his nipples. Shit.
Yeah.
Really going for it.
To keep him awake.
Damn. This poor guy.
Titties.
Yeah. That's why you don't go there, man, because these strippers are bitey.
What the fuck?
So his comrades
so they're like, you
did
can't
this to
touch
him?
me, but I'll bite your nipples. Okay. His what?
I'm sure it was a group of guys.
Yeah.
These are pilots, so they're officers, which is like, it's like, oh, dude, you're held to a different standard.
Right. They just that's
different pay grade.
taking hazing to a new level.
Yeah, they're thinking
That's
that,
fucking
like,
funny.
it says here they think the champagne was laced or drugged. It's like, well, yeah, like, you went missing for 2 days, man.
Yeah, probably.
Threw a couple Xanny bars in there.
Yeah.
Time travel? Drink this.
Oh my God. Yeah, they canceled flights. All that shit costs money to stop doing things.
So
It's
he
like,
got demoted? This guy got demoted?
I believe he got demoted and his boss got fired
But why did he get demoted?
because he was AWOL.
Well, it wasn't his fault.
He's like, I'm sorry, I was on
You're
drugs.
in control of yourself. Yeah, that doesn't matter. You weren't
But
supposed
he
to go
was
there anyway.
I guess he shouldn't have gone to the strip club. I get it, but like,
Yeah.
Jesus. They're like, don't put yourself in a situation like that. You could have been dead. All right, that's fair. That's why I didn't join the military.
Yeah, that's like they're like, it looks bad on us. That's why his boss got fired. It's like,
well,
you're-
yeah, the boss should have been fired. That's
I
fucked
love
up.
how they have the quote in there: lapses in judgment and leadership. That's a typical like politician thing. Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
And then you just move on with your day.
It's any company.
Yeah, ups were definitely fucked. Yeah. So anyway, that's that on that story. It's an old one.
That's
And
fucking
then I only got two, so I got this other one here. You see
Do
this
it.
one?
Oh no.
What the fuck?
Ohio man sentenced for creating disturbing videos depicting monkey torture and mutilation. Also, they didn't put it in here, but it's also pornographic images with monkeys.
Is it real though?
Yeah, he was sent. This is in October earlier. They caught him for, yeah, he was creating and distributing videos of
Was
this
he
stuff.
killing them?
Yeah, mutilation, I would say, is killing.
It ends
doesn't
in,
have to
in
be.
death usually.
Yeah, that's
No?
awful.
Okay.
I mean, it'd probably be better for them if they did die because, like,
God.
what the fuck?
Okay, that's fucked up.
It's very disturbing, Murph.
Yeah,
it is
well,
retarded, but
I was when it came out that it wasn't pornography, because I thought that was like the funny part.
monkey porn.
But then it's like torture and mutilation. It's like, oh, that's Michael. I got nothing else, so I gotta have at least two. He was sentenced to what?
He's sentenced to what? No, I want to know what he's sentenced to. Fuck that guy.
54 months in prison and 3 years of supervised release.
I got a quicker solution.
Yeah. Yeah, he was working with online groups that create and distribute this kind of crap.
What kind of person?
Sexual abuse.
Who are these people? Who creates
makes
this
it?
shit?
But who wants to consume that content?
I mean, if
like,
you
what the
God, are
fuck?
we the minority? Are we the normal minority that doesn't like this shit?
I don't think
don't
so.
understand.
I don't know. It's disgusting.
I'm sure if I haven't seen a picture of the guy, but I'm sure if you see him, you're like, oh, that looks like the type of person.
Gotta
that
find
would
him.
do
What's
that.
his name?
100%. Yeah.
Ronald P. Bedra, it looks like.
Can you spell that last name?
Bedra. Is it not on the screen?
Oh, I don't know. It's
I
very
can't see,
tiny.
hang on.
It's just
Oh,
so
okay.
small.
I only have
Okay.
so much room on my monitor. I'm like,
Gotcha, no worries. Yeah.
Is it? Oh, Ronald P. Bedra
Yeah.
of
Oh.
Etna.
Here it is. I found it. Just image search it right now, Murph. He looks exactly like you'd think.
That's
Okay.
That's what I was picturing. Yep, that guy. Kind of looks like a politician almost, like a senator.
Probably is son of one. It's a son of a bitch.
And he's a teacher, right? Does it show
I
that in
don't,
this
I don't
article?
know. Is he a teacher?
That's what I saw.
Oh, shit.
And baby monkeys? What the fuck?
That's so crazy. Yuck.
Well, they have
Oh.
rights now, too, because of these fucking elephants.
Like, 50 cents could take care of a lot of problems.
With inflation, it's like $1.
Oh, right. Bidenomics. We got to remember that ammo's gone up, quite a bit.
Where's your home?
Oh, shit. Is that him, though?
I don't know.
Are you in Oregon?
There's some other guy on Facebook with the same name. Now he's associated with monkey porn.
Poor guy.
We're just showing some random dude. This monkey torturer.
I
piece
didn't
of
show
shit.
nothing. I
showing
looked
him.
it up on
No,
my
we're
phone.
not. Yeah. We're not showing some random person's face.
We'll
but
leave that to listeners. You
look
know
it
how
up.
to use the search bar. Go ahead.
Such appalling conduct has no place in our society. Boy, strong stance. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. The
Sounds
Justice
like
Department
extremist behavior.
yeah, stands ready to prosecute individuals engaging in this activity. I fucking hope so. We will punish the participants of sadistic conspiracies like this one, no matter their role.
I don't know if it's a conspiracy. It seems like it was just a thing that happened.
Seemed like
It's
it
a
was
group
just
of
business.
people, though. So if it's a group of people, they call it a conspiracy.
Okay.
There is more. I think there is more people like this, at least mentally, than you'd like want to recognize. The people that like
Than you'd
torture
want to
cats
believe
and
exist.
stuff, and like
Yeah, the people that
wild.
make videos in the like TikTok houses.
I'm
Every
curious.
time I watch an animal video, I wonder about that. What, Murph?
I'm curious where, like, because was in the production and distribution of it. So did he like film it? Were the monkeys in Ohio, or is this like shit from, India or
yeah. Was he compiling it or he?
that's I don't know. It just
know.
says we're creating and distributing.
Sexual abuse against monkeys. What the fuck?
Okay,
Yeah.
this is actually really gross. The article is disgusting.
Yeah,
Can we
take it
just-
down.
Let's
Take it
just
down.
do something different. I read
Okay.
a gross part that I don't want to. I can't erase that from my mind.
Yeah. Again.
How do I stop
we'll put a
sharing?
link to it.
There we go.
You hit the button that says stop share. Okay,
I found it. It
well
was on the
done.
other page.
Yeah. Nice. There's so many buttons, so many choices. It's hard to tell. All right, what do we have next up here? Let's go a little lighthearted here. Greek man
Jesus.
was convicted of causing disturbance by entering neighbors' properties to smell their shoes.
Piss.
I mean, there's kinks,
What?
and then there's this. This is from Thessalonica, which I thought was just a Bible place. Apparently, it's real in Greece. A judge in northern Greece on Thursday imposed a suspended 1-month prison sentence on a man convicted of disturbing his neighbors by repeatedly sneaking into their properties to smell their shoes. The 28-year-old Greek man told the court that he was unable to explain his behavior, which he said had caused him great embarrassment. I would fucking imagine, dude. He stressed that he had no intention of breaking the law or harming anybody, and neighbors testified that he never displayed any sign of aggression during his nocturnal visits. The man was arrested before dawn on October 8th in the small town of Sindos. Police had been called after a neighbor found the defendant in his front yard sniffing his family's shoes, which had been left outdoors to air. The court heard that there had been at least 3 similar incidents in the past 6 months, despite neighbors having asked the defendant's family to get him to stop. The man was ordered to attend therapy sessions. That is good. He needs help. Needs all the scripture he can get. Oh, there's no video. I want to see a video of him.
That's like
Sniffing
so
shoes.
compelling that he can't not smell other people's shoes. It's like go to a bowling alley or a skating rink or something.
Yeah, there you can just smell it all. It's like in the
Get that
ambient
job.
air.
Yeah.
Just go to Walmart. Like,
That's
you
a
don't
great
gotta
idea,
break in.
Murph.
Just go to Walmart.
Murph, you should be a therapist. All you got to do is just work at a bowling alley.
Yeah.
You're good.
What are you doing?
All the shoes. All the shoes you can. And you'll get paid to do it. It's a
Right
win-win.
before you spray with the thing, you can just get a quick sniff and then spray, and then you won't even look like
Yeah.
you're doing something weird.
Yeah, it's not weird. And they're just like, oh, you want to go to the bowling alley? Let's go to the one where the guy sniffs the shoes afterwards. They got cheaper
just-
beer.
He uses unscented spray. You know, oh, this shoe has lost some of its
It's just a
stank. That'll
fan.
come back.
I honestly feel like you wouldn't even have to smell the shoes at the bowling alley, because the whole bowling alley or like a skating rink, it just smells like shoes when you walk in. You can't not smell shoes.
What is his affliction or kink, I guess? Is it the smell of, so it's
Oh,
smelly
is it-
feet? So if
Or
he
is it
like
like
gives
picking
out
up the shoe and
socks- like it's probably the thrill of it, right? Like getting caught.
Oh yeah, it's very thrilling to sniff shoes. I just love how he's like, I can't explain my behavior. I don't know.
And he's also embarrassed by it. He's like, it's basically like, I just jerked off on your front lawn. I'm really sorry. I just couldn't help myself.
The cops are like, "What are you doing?" He's like, his whole defense was, "I don't know. No,
Yeah.
no idea."
My bad.
It's going to sound crazy, but I really like
So I guess the only law he was breaking was breaking into people's houses. But I mean, like you said, like
No,
there's plenty of other places
he
you can smell
wasn't
people's
breaking
shoes.
in. He was just on their property. He didn't even like break anything.
Oh yeah, I guess he didn't.
He was like, thank God they left them outside today. I've been
Was
dying.
it front
to
door?
smell these.
Because I know in America you have like the expectation that you can go to somebody's front door and knock. Like it's just weird.
Who knows?
He
how
said
the
It sounds
freaks do it.
sneaking into their properties though.
It would be like if we left all our shoes outside and we caught on the Ring doorbell that our neighbor was coming over to our house and smelling the shoes and leaving. There's a fine line. You can tell them to go away and get off your property, but they're not really harming you. They're just doing something fucking weird.
That's what I was wondering, because
Yeah.
it doesn't even really say what he was convicted of. It says he was convicted of disturbing his neighbors. What's the penal code for that?
But wouldn't it be
Disturbing your
trespassing?
neighbors?
Because you're really technically not allowed to walk onto someone's front lawn.
Well, that's what I'm worth saying. Like you kind of do, like you can walk up to somebody's house and knock.
You
But
can, but if
sniffing
you're
the
just
shoes
if
is
you're
where the
loitering,
line was drawn.
all right, we need New Zealand to come in on this. Okay, what is the maximum amount of time that you are allowed to hang out on someone's front lawn before it
sniff their
becomes
shoes.
illegal?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's Greece too. They may not even have that. They're like,
yeah. Who
no.
knows? Yeah, I don't know what the laws are like in Greece.
I do love that his punishment was ordered to attend therapy sessions.
It's really not a punishment. It sounds like something that he needed exactly in that moment.
That's 100% what he needs. He needs a friend.
This is
Maybe
not Sparta.
befriend a jogger that he can, freely sniff his shoes.
There you go. He needs some chick that gets off on people smelling her shoes.
I mean, hey, match made in heaven.
He needs to meet a foot model.
So I
Yeah.
don't know what this word is. Asclepian. It's an Asclepian snake that grows up to 2 meters in length,
What's
living
2
in UK
meters
attics and walls.
in
Huh?
American terms? 2 meters.
Is that like
It's like 6 feet.
Yeah. Somewhere around there. Asclepian snakes are unusual compared with domestic species in the UK, which normally try to avoid built-up human areas. Simon, you listening? Watch out for this shit. Some are living wild in Wales after an escape in the 1970s, but they've been spotted elsewhere too. They're actually really cool looking. They look like they're gold-plated. Look at that motherfucker. I mean, as far as snakes go, I fuck all snakes anyway.
Like
but-
a 6-foot snake on the island of England. That's because I thought they didn't have any of the. Well, it said it escaped in the 70s, so
Yeah, didn't St. Patrick get rid of all of them?
that was the other island. Ireland.
Oh, right. One of Europe's biggest snakes, which can grow up to 2 meters in length, is setting up home in the attics and wall cavities of UK homes. Asclepian snakes are non-native, but after 2 potential escapes can be found in the capital near London Zoo and Regent's Canal, and around all these places I don't fucking know about because I don't live there. A study on the snakes found they were actively seeking and returning to use inhabited buildings. I'm just trying to be warm. If they're cold, or if you're cold, they're cold. Bring them inside. Researchers from Bangor University observed them climbing large structures to access the attics and wall cavities of houses. The male snakes, I thought they were going to say have wieners, had a distinct preference for buildings, with 7 out of 8 seeking indoor shelter and are unafraid of using buildings and other features in close proximity to humans. Female snakes, however, preferred to stay in woodland, where they should be, making sandwiches. The study implanted 21 of these snakes with radio transmitters over 2 seasons to see the extent of their habitat. People with a snake phobia might be comforted by the knowledge other UK species, such as the adder, smooth snake, and grass snake. Wow, they're really creative with the way they name snakes. Usually steering clear of buildings in urban environments. Aren't adders poisonous?
I don't
Could be
know.
wrong. I think adders are poisonous. So these snakes are excellent climbers, but are not venomous and constrict their prey. Oh, that's way better. Which mainly consists of rodents and small mammals. Nice. Sleep well. Some are living in the wild around Colwyn Bay after escaping from the Welsh Mountain Zoo in the 70s. Blah, blah, blah. I think we read that part. And there's no video. But yeah. Watch out, people in Britain. You might be rooming up with a snake you didn't even know about.
Murph, have you seen the video of the woman who she's putting a snake away? There's, I don't know if they have like a little snake habitat thing set up. It looks like a bunch of fish tanks, but the front of the fish tank basically comes down and it's a door, and she's putting a snake back in there. It's like a huge python or boa or something. I don't know. She puts it in there, and as she closes the door, the tail of the snake kind of gets caught in the door, and she opens it again, and the tail, it pulls its tail back in. And as she's closing the door, she kind of turns her head, and the snake comes out and like jumps at her and is like, and so she jumps back, and then she just fucking gives it the finger like this, and it goes, and it just retracts back in, and then she closes the door. It's a great video.
I have not. That sounds hilarious, though.
Fucking check it out. Everyone, check that video out. It's pretty
I got
funny.
hands, motherfucker. Concede.
Get these hands.
She's just like, fuck you, and it's like, okay.
So this is for your misogynistic news. Mud, Beer, and Cash annual wife carrying championship takes Maine by storm. The event is believed to be based on a 19th century Finnish legend involving a man whose gang was known to pillage villages and carry away the women. Let's play this video here. See what they say. It's only a minute.
How do you think we do?
Oh, I'd win.
Perfect. No false starts. All right, we've got a hot start.
Oh, wow. It's a real obstacle course.
Oh my god. The way they're carrying him would be awkward. She's got her face right in his ass.
Here for the fun. There's really low chance of us winning, and we do have fun every single year. It's a relatively.
That was a fat joke.
It was. I thought the same thing. He's like, well, I'm really skinny and beta, and you're pretty huge, so we don't stand a chance.
Large mound of dirt obstacle, and then across the finish line, and pretty much everybody cheers everybody else on, and it's a blast.
We want to roll around in it, so it kind of makes sense.
They're carrying him back to the kitchen.
Get back where you belong. I think we'd crush in that.
I think, yeah, I'd be
you'd
sore.
do great.
But, yeah.
You'd be sore. God damn. You can't bench 120.
Yeah,
can't
but
carry 120 pounds
I
for a
don't
little bit.
like regularly carry that much weight on my back, like, and do stuff.
All right, fine. I guess I could lose like 10 pounds.
So traditionally, the Finnish event featured male competitors carrying a woman, obviously, because it'd be weird the other way around. On Saturday, competing couples did not have to be married, nor did they have to be a man and a woman, because 2024.
What?
That's cheating, then.
Yeah, very progressive. Thank you. One contestant, the carrier, was dressed as Mr. Incredible. That was the guy in the video, while his quote wife was dressed entirely in pink. So we're unsure of the gender of his wife. They and others were cheered on by the crowds on both sides of the 254 metre course.
I guess, for that kind of a competition, if you can do it, you can do it. If a dude can carry another big dude across that finish line and win, I don't know, like, good for you. You deserve it.
Yeah,
Fuck
this
yeah,
is one of those things where I'm like, I don't care if you have a dick or not. Like,
dudes typically weigh more than chicks. I mean, I guess it depends. I don't know.
I mean, if it's two dudes, the carry is going to be awkward because you're going to have a dick and balls in the back of your neck.
Especially if one
Seems
guy
like
just
you
starts popping a boner.
You can strategically position
side
yourself.
saddle it.
They could have done. So the dick and the balls is going to be on the person no matter what. You can't hold them backwards. That would be the only way that the dick and balls isn't on you as the man.
Well, you just got to put it into your belt.
But on the
Tuck it
back
up
of the
in
neck
there.
would be really funny. All right, put your dick and balls right on my neck. All right, we got this.
For more weird,
Now wrap your hands around my dick and balls.
more weird worldwide shit that people do, I guess. This is from AOL.co.uk. I didn't know AOL was still around, so when I first clicked this link, I'm like, wait a minute, AOL? Where was this? 1995?
I sent you this.
I know. So it says, family
didn't
is
know AOL was
proud after World Gravy Wrestling Championships, says teenage champion. That was very weirdly written. Okay, the teenage winner of the World Gravy Wrestling Championships said his mum was ecstatic and his brothers gave him a gravy-soaked hug after he won the competition. The event saw contestants wrestle in a pool of gravy for 2 minutes. So it's like mud wrestling, but you can eat it. With points scored for fancy dress, comedic effect, and entertainment, and money raised for the whatever hospice thing or something.
I would rather wrestle in mud than gravy.
I don't know, because it might be tasty.
Looks like brown gravy.
It
Yeah,
is. It looks like
it's
brown
basically
gravy for
mud.
sure. It does look like mud, but it's also food, which is kind of gross. I don't know.
I'm sorry
It's
to
like meat mud.
rag on Britain so much, but Simon, Jesus Christ, what the fuck are you guys doing over there? Gravy
I thought this was in
wrestling.
Pennsylvania.
No, it's
It
in the
looks
UK.
like something that would
Oh,
go
it
on in
is?
the Midwest.
Okay.
These guys are very,
Because it
very
says
white.
PA everywhere.
Well, it's just more white people stuff.
White people are awesome.
Yeah, we gravy wrestle.
Yeah,
look
they're
at the-
starving kids in Africa, and we're wrestling in their food.
Yeah, can you imagine what a slap in the face it is to starving kids. You're like, we have so much gravy, we wrestle in it, and then throw it out. Fuck you.
Yeah, and
Yeah, we're
afterwards
not going to
having
eat that.
biscuits.
Yuck.
There's all kinds of other stuff besides gravy at that point. Do you think they actually like seasoned it? Just use a bunch of packets and just mix it all up? Like how authentic does it have to be if you're just wrestling?
That
in
seems
it?
pretty wasteful. If you're not going to eat it, why would you season it? Like the seasoning is for the taste buds.
Well, then it's just brown water, and you might as well use mud. So what the fuck with the gravy?
It's British
It better
humor.
be tasty.
Is it the
I'm doing
smell?
that. Yeah, it's got to be tasty.
If they're doing it for the smell, then yes, they would add the fucking packets for sure. You're right, Murph. They would, because if it doesn't smell like gravy, it might as well be mud.
Or did they go gourmet and actually use beef drippings? And
Fuck no. Have you seen the economy? I feel like that's worldwide.
they probably had all the packets donated anyway. These are to finish out the show. We have a listicle a la Jen. These are 2024's top trending Halloween costumes according to Google.
Yikes. I actually didn't read this article at all, so this might completely suck. I just saw a listicle. I sent it to you, and it might be awful. I'm not sure.
Well, let's find out.
Let's
I usually go
Planet
into these
Retard this
blind
shit.
too.
Yeah.
That is not a video about this article. Okay. An Olympic breakdancer, a Chipotle burrito, and a pop star walk into a bar. This may sound like the start to a bad joke, but it could be a scene unfolding across the U.S. on October 31st, according to online data search.
Oh, the Australian Olympic breakdancer. That would be a great
Oh
costume.
my God. That's an
Missed
easy one.
opportunity.
You just need one of those little Adidas jumpsuits or whatever they're
Yeah,
called.
and just be not a good breakdancer.
Yeah, so Google's annual Frightgeist list has unveiled 25 costume ideas the tech giant says are trending. This is how things trend, is the tech giants say they are, and then they proceed to trend. Imagine that. It's like saying there's a toilet paper shortage, and all of a sudden there is, because they created it. That's the same type of idea. Top of this year's list is Bob, a shrunken-headed ghost from the recent Beetlejuice sequel. Which, yeah,
Did you see that, Murph?
that actually looks better than the original
I haven't seen the
Beetlejuice.
sequel.
Me either.
No, I haven't seen
It
the
looks
sequel.
exactly the
Anyways.
same.
It does. Well, way better graphics though.
Viral breakdancer Raygun took second place, with Google noting a spike in searches for green and yellow tracksuit and green track pants, as worn during the Australians' controversial. I wouldn't say it was controversial. It was just stupid. Third place went to Catnap, the cat-like monster from the popular video game series Poppy Playtime. I am blissfully unaware of that third one. I have no idea what that means.
Same. You know what that is, Murph?
Nope.
All right.
All right, cool. I've never been more proud to be an out-of-touch old guy than when I see things like this. I'm like, stay off my lawn. Also in the top 10 were Deadpool's female counterpart, Lady Deadpool, and singer Sabrina Carpenter, also don't know who the fuck that is, whose cutout heart corset has spiked in searches this year. Ooh, okay. That's what you're going as for Halloween, is that? All right.
Any opportunity for a girl to dress slutty?
Oh, look, I'm a nurse. No, you're a whore that found an outfit.
Yeah, it's so gross. I remember when I went to a Halloween party when I was probably 21, 22. And everyone dressed as like the cute version of whatever the fuck they were. So like nurse or princess or whatever, but it was like the slutty version. And I had gotten this, I got it from Walmart. It was like a sheep or a dog. I couldn't really tell what it was, but it was like a zip up fluffy costume that came completely over my head. I looked like a furry basically. And that was my costume for the night. And everyone was like, that's your costume?
You'd fit
I'm like,
right in as a furry in
I was
2024.
like, yeah, I'm not, well, okay, I wasn't trying to be an animal, but I also wasn't trying to like find the love of my life at a Halloween party. I was like, I don't really care.
I'm surprised how many people
really
try
cold.
to do that.
Yeah, but I was in Massachusetts. It was fucking cold. I'm like, I'm going to be warm. I can drink whatever I want. I can be warm and no one will talk to me. It's going to be fucking fantastic.
So elsewhere, a total of 5 characters from Pixar's Inside Out movies. The anthropomorphized emotions, envy, anger, disgust, anxiety, and joy featured in the top 25. So too did Chipotle burritos.
Chipotle burritos?
Coming in
That's a
at number
Halloween
11.
costume? Does it show that? Because like, what the fuck? How?
Also, Sonic's nemesis, Shadow the Hedgehog, came in 20th. I don't know why that Sonic is like coming back into popularity. I guess this is, I mean, Mario kind of is too, but like, I've been playing this for 30 years, bitch.
You don't have to market.
Yeah, like Sega's not really a thing. Sorry. What's the Sega 360? Oh no, there's no Sega. Like, is there Sega anymore? Like,
I don't know.
Where's
Are
Sega
they still
at?
around? Yeah. No, you
They
can
got
use
a government contract. They build bombs now.
They rebranded as
Allegedly.
Raytheon.
Yeah.
Rapper Soulja Boy came in 24th. Is he still relevant?
Who
I don't think
even
I've
is
heard that name in probably 20 years too. Maybe I'm way off on that. I don't know my current rap artists. Sorry, black
Yikes.
people. And 3 other characters from Beetlejuice. So yeah, it's just basically whatever's popular in movies is what people go as. Do you remember several years ago when every single chick was the chick from Suicide Squad?
Yes, Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Literally everybody was. And it's like, oh wow, original. Good for you.
I wasn't. I think I went as Louise from Bob's Burgers that year.
No, I didn't mean you. I meant like the stupid kids. This year's Frightgeist also featured a U.S.-wide costume map showing local preferences that were not always reflected in the national data. Dolly Parton, for instance, was top trending costume in Tampa, Florida and Rapid City, South Dakota,
Nice.
while Anchorman character Ron Burgundy topped the list in Marquette, Michigan. Dolly Parton's a pretty easy one to get away with. You have big cans, just put them out there. You're Dolly Parton. Boom.
Babe, you should be Ron Burgundy this year. One year, Joe went as Ace Ventura, and it was amazing. I got him a wig, and then he didn't even need the wig because he had grown his hair out, and we did the little coif thing.
You have a massive erection.
I do.
It's actually the pleats and the pants. I'm going to the pants store right now.
Murph, what are you going as this year? Because last year, you really went all out for your Halloween costume, right? You shaved your whole face and everything.
I did. I just kept the mustache because I was a Nazi.
Oh, uh-oh.
Yes, that was great.
No, I'm going.
So what are
as
you doing this year?
Which is
red.
really ironic since you're a Jew.
I'm not. I'm a little bit Jewish.
Yeah, a little bit.
I was a lot of Nazi that night, though. No, I'm going as Red Hood, a Batman character.
Nice. Send a picture.
All right.
My buddy printed the helmet, so
I'll put it. Oh yeah, the 3D printed or whatever is custom.
yeah, it's
custom
fucking
molded.
epic. Yeah, he did that, and he did a Wolverine mask too. He's got all kinds of
That's
shit.
so cool. Can you show us it?
Yeah, let me grab it here. I'm gonna grab a beer and that thing. So give me 2
Okay,
All
seconds.
right,
do that,
perfect. Let's
I mean,
see.
if there's one thing Matt from Tub Turkey is good at is being a fucking nerd. Love you, Matt. He does all kinds of crazy
Have
shit
him
with
come
code.
hop in and say hi too.
Yeah, you should.
I'll try see if he wants to.
All right, go grab a beer, take a piss while you're at it. So yeah, the top 25. Yeah, it looks like number 1 was the Shrunken Head Bob from Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I saw that. This is a dumb article. I'm sorry I sent it.
No, I
My
like
bad.
it. It's apropos for the season.
I found yeah, I was trying to find something Halloweenish.
Godzilla
Halloween-y?
made it like dead last.
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Dune, Gambit, Minion. Okay,
Right there.
I could see that. There's a bunch of pictures down here too of different costumes. If you want to really find costume ideas, Pinterest. From what I hear, I don't know for sure.
So this is the thing he printed. Where is it?
Oh yeah, hang on. Let me embiggen this. Oh fuck
Whoa.
yeah, that
Yeah.
is dope.
That's
yeah, it's fucking
awesome.
sick. It's got this
Did
thing.
he-
He's gonna put straps on it. Yeah.
Did he write the template for it, or did he find it and just like print it out?
No. Did you make this in like CAD or something, or did you just find it and print it?
I found it and printed it.
Oh, he found it, printed it.
Oh, it's the easy way to
Alright.
go. So
Yeah.
you just choose like what size and just boom.
Does he have a 3D printer? I'm sorry, I don't mean
Yeah,
to
he's got
ask
two
another
of them.
question.
Who has 2 3D printers?
How much are they? Are they expensive?
How much are the 3D printers?
The resin one was 400, and the good one I got now is only 3.
Okay, the old one, the resin one is 400, and the newer one, it's better. It's $300.
Damn.
The newer one's cheaper. Oh, like
Don't they
technology.
have,
New
don't they have, like,
technology.
Yeah.
They have like carbon fiber ones now too, huh? Where you can
It
print
depends
stuff
on
in
the
carbon fiber.
whatever the hell the spool is, whatever. Yeah.
How long did it take to make that mask?
How long did it take?
That one?
Yeah.
3 days.
11 hours.
11 hours for this one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
His
That's
brother's
fun.
got one too, back in California, and he's making like Power Ranger helmets for his kids, and it looks
Oh, hell yeah.
sick.
That's so cool.
That's
I love it.
3D printing is the future. We are just talking about that too. The 3D printed houses, where they like basically 3D print houses out of concrete.
That's
Probably
sick.
retarded
Well,
expensive, but
So there's a project in Reading that Nate was talking about, and he said there's a whole, I don't know, complex that's all 3D printed houses, but I looked it up and it's like part of the house is 3D printed, not the foundation. It's just like the walls a little bit are 3D printed.
Oh shit! So here's the helmet that his brother printed.
Let's see.
oh shit!
Nice. Oh, wow.
Wow, that is hyper
It's
realistic.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, he took it to work and painted it and shined it, but yeah, it's
All right.
fucking sick. Yeah.
For the audio listeners, we're looking at 3D printed
Yeah, sorry about that.
Power Ranger helmets, but it's pretty fucking dope.
He
Get
does it
yourself
for-
a 3D printer.
Like the fucking cup holder that's I've got my beer in. It's 3D fucking printed. This fucking
Is that
thing.
safe to drink out of?
Yeah,
Oh, the
it just
holder. Oh, okay.
it hooks up to the it's not beer's not in it, but
Murph,
I've
you're
got
the best
cancer now.
Christmas present giver, so I think 3D printers are
Yeah,
in
I'm
our
looking
future.
forward to this year's gifts from you. I really appreciate it.
I still have my
Dude.
vitamin D. I take it every day. I'm not even kidding.
oh really? I
Yeah,
see. I
there we go.
offered to fix your garage door. All you had to do was take the money and buy a fucking 3D printer.
Oh, that's a good
Oh
point.
my god, fucking amazing point. You're right.
Yeah, we're gonna 3D print a garage door. It'll take 37 days.
You don't use
Not
it.
Yeah,
for
but I was
nonstop.
like, I'm gonna pay you back $750 immediately because I only needed 300 of it.
Well, now that we've got like we're printing all this stuff, we're working on printing money next. That's the big thing.
You
That's
need
awesome.
gold spool for that. Make sure it's really worth something.
You buy the gold spool and then do what?
Dude, have you seen that though? Even back like 10, 15 years ago when laser printers really came out, like people were printing money that looked goddamn on point like money.
Yeah.
Like back in the olden days of having to like counterfeit money, back when it was a pain, you could definitely tell the difference. But
You're
then
such an old soul.
now
You're like
shut up.
back in the old days.
This is way before my time.
It was
but
like
yeah,
the 80s.
The laser printer, the only problem is that the paper, that's where you got to do it. You got to really focus on the paper, people. If you're going to counterfeit money, make sure the paper's right.
quality of
'cause
the
that's,
paper.
It's actually cloth or whatever. So you got
cloth off.
to think about these things. Huh?
I was thinking like just do coins, but it's not gonna be worth it because all that shit feels like it's made of nothing anyway.
It's going to cost more than it's worth.
Yeah.
And no one wants to pay for anything with coins.
The world's dumbest criminal. He counterfeits $5,000 worth of quarters.
He's like, all right, I want to buy this house.
actually-
How much time do you have?
There actually
Yeah.
was a
I'm
story.
going to
not-
pay in cash.
I can't remember where I read it, but there was a dude that literally counterfeited a bunch of nickels. And it was like, is that really worth the effort, dude? At least do like silver dollars. Something. A nickel? What are you going to do? Buy a bunch of gum?
Well, because
With
you'd
fake
have
money?
to trade them into the bank. And if the bank doesn't, you'd have to be like, I have all of these rolls of coins. And then can I get cash for that? So I can look like a real adult when I buy things later. Like, that's
wonder if
the
you
only
could-
reason you trade in rolls of
Obviously,
coins.
this is not career advice or financial advice at all. But I was wondering, because I used to do that too when I worked at restaurants. We keep all the coinage and then put it into rolls. And
Yeah.
after a month, I'd have like $200 worth of change. I wonder if you could just put like slugs, not slug, like animal slugs, like just things that are the same size as a roll of quarters. Because do they check it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
They
Now
absolutely,
they might.
100% they check it. Yes.
Damn it.
Yes.
There goes my fucking retirement plan.
I mean, I'd be like paying my PG&E bill and shit like that.
There was that funny
You're like,
story
here's
about
my
somebody.
sack of quarter rolls.
Somebody was super pissed about like a traffic fine or something, and he paid in pennies, dumps it on the counter, and they're like, "Sir, we can't take this." He's like, "It's legal tender. Here's
You
my fine
absolutely
for
sure
going
as shit
5
can.
miles an hour over the speed limit. Fuck you. Here's a bunch of pennies."
That's
Fucking gangster.
fucking great. Yeah, I'm sure he waited and watched them count it because they have to take it. They can't be like, this is too annoying
No,
for me.
he literally
you
left
gotta
it on the
count
counter. He dumps it on the counter and goes, "Bye." And they're like, "Sir, you can't do that." And he's like, "I fucking can. Come arrest me."
So I would not have left because
I'll
they
pay that
could
fine in
say
pennies.
he didn't pay because you don't
No,
have
it's
an
all
online.
on camera. It's at the court. Come on.
I
You're
don't
like,
know.
look at it. I think that's where I saw that story. Is actually there was a video of him like dumping the fucking pennies.
There's one guy that tried to do that, and they said it had to be rolled up. And he's like, well, you're just going to unroll it to count it, right? What if I, don't pay you like 1 penny? Are you guys going to be pissed about that? You have to check. And it was like some kind of, I don't know, not ordinance, but
He's like, you roll it. You roll it because like you're gonna need to again anyway.
I'm taking out the middleman. I'm saving you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing you
Actually,
a favor.
I'm making you more efficient.
He's like
You're
rethinking
welcome.
his whole troll plan. He's like, "Fuck, this is too much work to make a point."
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? Here, count these pennies or don't. Either way, I'm not paying it. Fuck you.
God damn.
That's fine.
I love that idea. If I actually had that like cash on me, like at any point, that would be so fun to do stuff like that. Like I should have done that
That
with
amount of
my
pennies?
fireworks fine. I should
If I
have
had
just.
like 50,000 pennies on me,
I
I'd
should
do
have
so
done
much.
Let me know. We could do it. I got a wheelbarrow.
I know. I'll borrow some of your shekels and cash app you.
That's not what I
'Cause
meant.
it's
You're
2020.
going to use
Oh.
my wheelbarrow.
Oh, okay.
He's like, not my money, motherfucker. Just the wheelbarrow.
Like Germany.
I'll let you use the
gotta-
wheelbarrow for free, which
Yeah.
was, I think, the point.
We might not be far off from that. I got to have a wheelbarrow full of cash to go buy a loaf of bread. Was that Weimar or something in Germany? Like
Germany during the
Deutschmarks?
Great Depression, yeah.
Nuts. But yeah, by the way, this episode's not coming out till next week. But anyway, for the people who are listening live or watching on YouTube, the most important election of our life is coming up on November 5th.
Well, it's
So
the
vote.
most election of our time.
The most, very much election.
Most election. So
Very vote.
much important.
Much important, yeah. No, I actually don't give a shit. But we do have a message from former President Donald Trump. Hang on. I got to make sure I get the right one. There we go.
This is Donald Trump, the 45th president of the greatest country in the world. And if you don't listen to Legit Bat Podcast, then fuck you.
Pretty much says it all. And
So
if
it's
you
so
don't-
funny. So sorry,
What?
just real quick. This election, the way the left has behaved for the last probably 8 years, maybe even 12 years, has pushed me into being a Republican. And I am not a Republican, but I'm like, I hate you. When I registered when I was 18, I registered as Democrat. I was like, I'm a Democrat. I'm from Boston. So like, obviously
all
that's what
Democrats
everyone
over there.
does. Yeah. It wasn't my decision. It was the population.
It was
And
the consensus
I
decision.
was just
Faggots.
18 and being stupid. And I was like, I'm a Democrat through and through. And now I'm like, ugh, I don't want that. And so I'm like, I'm about to vote for Trump for president because this is fucking ridiculous. And then that thought now with the way that everything's going makes me just want to throw my ballot in the garbage and say, fuck it, I don't care. Because it's going to happen. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But I'm definitely, I would never vote for Kamala Harris in a million years.
I was
ever.
trying to look it up, but
I also don't know if Trump's the answer. I don't think he is.
No, nobody's
I think
the
we just
answer.
have to throw everything in the garbage and say, fuck it. And let's just start a commune.
There's
Yep.
other things on the ballot, though, too.
Mhm.
That's the
That's
the
what I was
scary
looking
part
at today. Yeah.
There are lots of
propositions and
other
all
things.
That
And
are
there's a huge
bad.
booklet that, like what?
They want to allocate like $500 million to fixing schools.
You know how you fix schools? You get
That's
rid
so-
of the Department of Education.
But here's the problem with that is they say that you can, like, this is what it's allocated for, but at any time, Gavin Newsom can be like, we're not going to use the money for that.
Governor?
They
Yeah,
can Gavin or Newsom.
Yeah. Yeah.
They could reallocate those funds however they see fit.
Oh, they're gonna
That's
anyway.
so funny, Murph. That's the one proposition I was looking at today. And I'm like, wow, that seems really great. And then, of course, my conspiracy-minded brain, I was like, wait, there's got to be something bad to this. Hold on, let me
They're
read more.
all bad. Like every
I'll
time
get
I
to
look
this
at
later.
propositions or the bills we actually get to vote on, it's like yes and no on the ballot are both equally bad. Like, because the way they frame it sometimes is like, well, it's going to do this, but it's going to cost us $500 million over the next 35 years. And it's like,
well, so
what?
on
I'm going
each
to be dead by then.
On each proposition, they list it out the way that the law is written, and then they do the pros and cons after that. So you could, but it's their interpretation of what the pros and cons are.
Yeah, it's like opinion
and
pieces.
it's so but it's so that people don't have to read what the law reads. They're like, I know people are going to skip to this part, the pros and cons, and then they're going to vote this way. So I would encourage everyone to just avoid the pros and cons. Just read the law, see how it makes you feel. Maybe read the pros and cons later, but with a fucking very open eye.
Well, it's like the
And
ads
then
they have for different
if
propositions.
you feel like voting, vote that way, but read the fucking law.
Like they'll have ads for propositions and shit, and they're like, vote yes on this because of this, this, and this. Sponsored by the DNC or whatever, and then you actually look at what they're doing and you're like, that is a terrible fucking idea. But they were so like gung ho in the ad that.
Well, who wouldn't want to allocate $5 billion to a school for education? Like, that sounds great. That sounds fantastic. It's going to tug at the heartstrings of many
But
Americans.
what's added into the last paragraph
Yeah,
is $500 billion to Ukraine.
Yeah,
like,
but
at
you
the
have
end.
to read the whole thing because there's something else in there that they might be leaving out and probably
They call
are.
it fine print for a reason.
Yeah.
But like Jen said, I'm not Republican or Democrat. I kind of say nuke each other and get it over with.
Stop. I
But
don't say that.
For the last, I would say 8 years at least, the Democrats, I have a sound drop of them actually. And what I was going to say earlier is I was going to pull up that video of the TDS lady that's knocking on somebody's door who has a Trump sign in their yard just to yell at them and tell them that they're terrible and wrong people. And then at the very end, the lady's like, okay, have a good day. God bless you. And she goes,
fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's like, this is why people are removing themselves from that whole group of people.
But
You're insane.
So it's the same. It's the same. All right, I'm going to play devil's advocate here for a minute, and people might hate it, but people hate the left. So people hated the right so much. Our friends, especially during 2020, they're like, fuck Trump, he's a fucking misogynistic asshole, whatever. And they all voted for Biden because they thought he was the lesser of two evils. Now in this election, people are voting for Trump because they feel like he is the lesser of two evils. I'm not saying
it's just polarized.
Yeah, like and
And
I'm
that's
not,
nothing new either. It's just ramped up really hard.
yeah,
this
that's
time.
why I'm like I can't do one or the other because they're forcing people to pick the obvious choice, which is like obviously like Trump is not a Nazi. He's not going to drive the economy
die
down.
before he
Who
becomes
knows,
a Nazi.
though?
He's old too.
Who really knows? I feel like the left's perspective of what they think is cool or funny or what's going to hit with like the general population is fucking retarded. Like it's so dumb. But
All of it's dumb.
when it pushes me towards voting against that, I don't know. That makes me. I don't feel right about it. So I'm gonna throw my ballot in the garbage.
So yeah, sorry to end the show on
No.
fucking politics, but that's what's happening right now. Okay.
Whatever. It's happening in like 2 weeks, a week. Remember, the 5th of November.
So everybody check out Tub Turkey Podcast and of course his AI channel. The notes, the links are in the notes like always. Maybe
Alone
not
in Demon.
Alone in Demon.
Yeah,
I'm
we're gonna
sorry,
put out one of them "Poopy for a Dime" songs here too.
Yes.
That was pretty good.
So yes, I had a weed moment the other day and told Murphy to make a song about pooping on company time because it's my fucking favorite thing to do is get paid to take a shit.
Seconded.
And so he's like, what do you want it to sound like? Because he's doing the AI thing. And I'm like, Creed, I don't know. And then I was like, he's like, which song should it sound like? And I was like, oh, Pity for a Dime, but call it Poopy for a Dime. The AI thing doesn't want to like infringe on copyright, even though Weird Al does all the time. But
yeah, but
apparently
that doesn't know that.
I think he gets
it won't
permission.
copy it.
And Murph played us that AI song.
But he wrote
on
the words.
The obscurest vinyl, maybe.
Yeah.
It was like, now it's time to take a shit on the company's time. It's like in the 80s. It's like an 80s version of that song.
But you wrote the lyrics like in the
were fucking
meter
great.
of the Creed song, but the AI spat it out in a totally different style, but it's still hilarious. And maybe I'll play it at the end of this episode on audio.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Perfecto.
For people who want to hear a song about taking a shit on company time. Poopy for a Dime.
I bet a lot of people can relate to that.
I would hope most people can. It's the best way you can spend your time on the clock is in the bathroom on your phone, taking a giant log. Even if you don't have to actually take a shit, just go in there and sit down for 10 minutes. They pay you to do that.
I mean, if I got to go to the
Work the
courthouse
system.
And for any reason, I go in there and I take a shit and I don't flush and I, piss in the tank. So
good. You should shit in the sink. Piss
I'm
on
not
the
going to do
wall.
that.
You might catch an extra charge
Jesus
for that.
Christ. Shit in the sink, piss on the wall,
Become
tear it up like you're a meth head up in there. Fuck it.
Become
Look like you
ungovernable.
belong in court that day, dude.
Wipe your ass with your own hands and then go pay the bill.
You're gonna fit right in with the rest of the fucking riffraff anyway. Might as well piss everywhere.
Piss.
All right, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks for everybody. As far as I can see, it was Simon in the UK. It was in there doing all kinds of.
Thanks, Simon.
things. I'll read them later, dude. Love you. And if you
Hello,
want
hello.
to donate to my dad's butt cancer fund, I'm still gonna have the notes up for that, and he's doing better. Update. He's doing better. So, but yeah, we will talk to you next time. Murph, thanks for joining us, buddy. Always fun.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Always great.
Thanks, dude. Have fun on your trip. Enjoy your vacation.
I will. I'm just going to do fucking nothing and drink.
Good.
You deserve it.
As you should.
You earned it.